Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and unfortunately today I come to you with bad news, and that bad news is that the Inghams are still idiots. Isn't that right, Sarah? Isn't that right, Chris? You can admit it to the room. Go on, open your souls. You know it's true. You know, Sarah, Chris, when I put out that video just last week saying about Mila being coached on how to open her mouth for the camera and, you know, give the pedo shots for the thumbnails and things like that. Do you remember when I said that? Do you? I think everybody else remembers when I said that. I'm sure you do too. So what did you do? Instead of taking that information on board and thinking, hang about, it's not right for us to make our kids do this for that type of person. We don't want it in those hands. No. You took that information and thought, I know, I'm going to double down on this now because, you know, it's funny. It's funny. It is bloody hilarious, Sarah. It is absolutely hilarious. I can't tell you how funny I found it when I saw the thumbnail last night of Jace. Wide open mouth. I'm serious when I say to you, Sarah, that type of image can and will end up in the wrong hands. That image can be manipulated literally so easily for any number of purposes that they want it to be. And you're happy, you are actually happy for that to happen. I cannot believe that you are allowed to have children if that is your attitude to their safety. Seriously, what is wrong with you, honestly? So, yeah, that happened. They also put the title alongside that, Jace open mouth shot. And they put the title, 4-year-old's first time. It's just a laugh, isn't it, Sarah? It doesn't mean anything, does it? Oh, no. Fuck you know. Honestly, these two are just like... there aren't any words left. And it's like talking to a brick wall. And I think they actually get it, but they don't care. And they think that, I know, we're going to double down on the haters and make it even worse because, you know, the haters don't like it, so we're gonna punish our kids. That's a very good attitude to have in life, isn't it, Chris? Anyway, yeah, that happened, and I'm dumbfounded. So we're gonna have a look at something else today. Well, they're in Disney at the moment, or they might have left by now. They were only staying there for like 4 days or some nonsense, right? Just enough to give their 14-year-old the perfect birthday present. You know, the birthday gift, the main gift that she got of the laptop that she wasn't supposed to get a main gift, but she still got a few days in Disney as her birthday present. But that's another story, isn't it? We won't focus on facts and things like that. We don't like facts on this channel, do we? We like gossip.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of Disneyland Paris Summer 23. So this morning, everyone was debating about what we were going to do today. I put my thinking cap on. I put my thinking cap on and I decided that we were going to go today to Walt Disney Studios. So we're going to go to Walt Disney Studios today. Yay! So everyone can thank me for that. Coming up with that idea.
And I'm
my thinking cap on.
I'm still wearing my birthday sauce in my crown.
Esme's. So many people stopped us yesterday to say happy birthday to Esme. So today she's rinsing the sash and the crown again today to try and get some more attention for her birthday.
I haven't got a fast pass for a ride.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure that was not at all inspired by Chris and Sarah whatsoever, was it? Hey Esme, why don't you put your sash back on today and maybe you'll get some more free stuff. That'll be cool, won't it? And maybe Mummy won't have to wait in queues anymore. That'll be fun, won't it?
Oh, careful, Mimi's. Mimi just ran in front of me by accident. Oh no. Okay, we're good. That was a quick trip over my feet, and then we're all good.
You know what would solve the problem of your 2-year-old falling over your feet, Chris? Is if you were watching where you were going. Funny thing that, you know, when you've got a camera in your face and you're looking at the camera and that's all you're bothered about, you know, things happen, like walking into your child. Because I don't think for a second that she just tripped over your feet. She might have done, obviously, but if you'd been watching where you were going, you wouldn't have walked into her, would you? Very novel idea. I know. I come up with some right crackers. Not always good ideas, but you know, sometimes.
I can't say I'm not buzzing right now for that little queue jump. So basically, when you come to Disneyland Paris, if you're pregnant, you can get a thing called a pregnancy pass. I definitely haven't used it for the last couple of pregnancies I've had. I know I used it with Isla, when I was pregnant with Isla, but I'm pretty sure I didn't use it with Jace, and I definitely didn't use it with Mila, just because
the queue was too big at City Hall.
Yeah, I'd rather just queue up as a family, and it's not a big deal, and we usually don't come when queue times are absolutely massive, and I usually cope alright with the queues, so I've never usually bothered before, and I did bother yesterday, but I saw a few people with them, and then on one of the rides somebody said, do you have a pregnancy pass? Because obviously you can tell I've got a bump, and I was like, oh no I don't. I thought, do you know what, let's just go to City Hall on the way out when we were going for Five Guys, and I'll just ask because there was no queue. She basically just gave me this wristband. And I thought, oh well, that was a waste of time going and grabbing that, because it only gives you you and 4 people, and obviously we're a family of 7, so it's not really any good for us. But I did use it yesterday. What did I use it on yesterday with Jason Mila? I went on something with Jason Mila while you guys did something else. What was it?
So good. Obviously, you need your pregnancy pass so that you can get on rides first before everybody else. No problem there at all. But did you happen to use it on the next ride at all, Sarah? Did you happen to have the guts to give it a go?
So when it's on in the moment, he's sat there loving it. He loves it. I think sometimes they go on for quite a while. So I think the little one's good.
See that ride there, right there, Sarah? Should you be on the ride at all? It's saying to me, right, I had to look this up because a lot of people are talking about the fact that you've been going on these rides when you really shouldn't be. So I had a little look up, and it does in fact say not recommended for pregnant women. Is that you? Or is that somebody else using the pregnancy pass? So the reason it's not advised for pregnant women is because of manoeuvres like this that happen on the ride. The sharp turns, it goes up and it goes down. That is not advised for pregnant people like yourself, Sarah. Now, obviously, it's up to you if you want to. It says not advised, not illegal. So, is it worth you risking the health of your unborn baby to go on a ride? I think so. In Sarah World, it is possible. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it just shows an overwhelming overall picture of the exact mother that you are, Sarah. You just don't care. You just don't care. It baffles me how little you actually care about safety and, child protection and everything else. It just baffles me. I'm sure lots of other people would have a lot more stronger words to say, but I'll leave you with this, Sarah. If you could do everything you could possibly do to protect your unborn child, would you do it? I think we know the answer to that.
Casey's Corner was absolutely boss. We've just finished. It was good.
You moaned about it.
Alright, so I wasn't going to be negative. It was nice. There was nothing wrong with it, ish.
Roll over that you get in your local monster.
Yeah, it's
What did you say, Sarah? What did you just say? It's like the food that you get in your local one-stop shop? What the actual hell is the matter with you? He goes to Disney and compares it to One Stop Garage Food.
It has gone downhill. I wasn't going to be negative about it, but since Sarah's brought this up, I am going to be actually. It's really gone downhill. Like, I feel like everything in the world, everything's all about cutting costs here and cutting costs there and completely destroying everything that was ever good in anything.
Wow. Oh, wow. Chris, are you actually just comparing the troubles that are going on in the world, which there are so many right now, and so many are suffering right now, whilst you're living it up in Disney, complaining about food in Disney, and comparing it to everybody else's struggles? It's just... I can't... Can anybody else please step in here and tell Chris exactly what he is? Because he's it's unbelievable. Honestly, blows my mind just how unbelievable Chris can actually be. The sense of entitlement is just off the charts.
In Casey's Corner, for me, it's done with. I don't think I'm going to go back there again now.
It's a good job it's not your local corner shop then, is it? Because, you know, if you want to go back to Casey's Corner, you'll have to go back to Disney. And unless you plan on going there again... Oh, wait, hang on, you probably do, don't you? Yeah. Again, it's the entitlement. It really is a sense of entitlement. Oh yeah, I just go to Disney so many times that I'm just so used to it being a certain way, and I can't cope with the change at Disney because we have to go to Disney, and we're going to go back to Disney apparently in December, according to latest reports. So maybe he's talking about that. He's not going back to Casey's Corner when he goes back to Disney next Christmas or whatever.
The hot dog.
It tastes amazing. It's just like...
No, I didn't.
Chris didn't like that the cheese sauce and all the toppings were on the bottom.
No, it wasn't even that, right? Listen, right. What it was basically they used to be really gourmet, nice, juicy hot dogs with all the toppings on top, looked amazing, presented really good. The menu still shows them as looking like that, but now they come with all the toppings inside the bun, not on top of the hot dog like a traditional hot dog would be, right?
Oh, Chris. I feel so sorry for you, Chris. I really, really do. I felt so sorry for you not having the toppings on top of the hot dog that I decided to give you this one. I've just made this for you. You can have it right here. It looks lovely. Almost good enough to eat.
But they're not even, and there's hardly any toppings either in it. It's like the pictures are lush, gorgeous toppings piled up high, right? But they're not. They're buried inside the bun, and they just look like a rollover hot dog like you get from a garage. Like, really disappointing. And the bread was stale, and the chips tasted like rubbish.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris, but you should have just done what Sarah did on the first night you were there. Called the manager, said, hang up, this picture does not look like this hot dog. This picture needs to look like the hot dog, or the hot dog needs to look like the picture. And tell him straight, because then you could resolve matters a little bit and come to some sort of agreement. Maybe they'll give you a different hot dog, or maybe a burger instead. I don't know. Maybe I'll have the 30th anniversary printed on this one. I don't know. Something might have happened, but don't moan to the camera. We can't help you. The iFam can't help you. We're just here to listen to your troubles.
And it was just not great. It wasn't great. I do love Casey's Corner, so I always want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I just feel like it's like everything else in the world. It's just getting trashed, like everything is.
I'm sorry, Chris. We'll strive to do better for you, okay? I'm sorry. I'm part of the problem, and we're not making your life any easier. You go ahead. Keep exploiting your kids. Keep doing the sick thumbnails and everything else, and it'll make things easier. It'll get you more money, and you can go back to Disney and, I don't know, solve life's problems by filming more of Disney and your kids and everything else. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot one thing about Casey's Corner as well. It cost €100 for all them hot dogs,
Yeah,
and I never
closed.
ever remember it costing that before.
Yeah,
it was
we've got more children, babe. That's why.
No,
Yeah.
€100 for like some rollover hot dogs, so it wasn't amazing.
Bloody hell, Chris. €100. I'm sure you can come up with the cash. Do you need me to wire you some cash? Because you sound like you're struggling a little bit. I know, and you've only just started your trip as well. What if you run out of money, or you lose your card, or something disastrous happens like that, you know, something that you can clickbait. But my God, I'm sure you have the money. Come on. I mean, if you can afford the trip, then you can afford the money for the food for the trip. Or have you just packed pot noodles for the rest of the holiday?
I literally can't believe this. How's this happened? So Jace has gone on Big Thunder Mountain without me or Chris. So the girls we weren't even going to come over, were we? We were deciding like, what should we do? What do we want to do tomorrow? We've got quite a lot of things that we haven't done that we want to queue for, like long queue times tomorrow. We want to see some shows and things, so we should probably get one more done today at least. And Esme really wanted to do Big Thunder Mountain again, and Isla and Isabel, they all wanted to do it. So we walked over, and me and Esme randomly noticed that you only have to be 102 centimetres to go on it. Like Tower of Terror, which Jace decided today he wants to go on. He's going to do it tomorrow, right? Esme don't want him to do it.
I think it'd be terrifying.
I kind of feel like he'd like it. He likes the feeling of belly bellies.
Yeah, I think
It's so funny because Esme doesn't want him to do it. She's like, no, he won't like it. And Jace goes, Esme, fast rides are my thing. It was so cute. It was so cute. So anyway, we noticed it were 102 centimetres, and I was like, I'm sure Jace is like just over that, like maybe 103, 104. Went and measured him. He was just on the barrier, just on it. It's like, yeah, he can go on. And I was like, and Jace was jumping up and down, going, yay! And the girls were all going, yes, Jace! And then they all ran off in the queue, and I was like, oh, they've gone. I'm not going to be there with this big first ride. I can't, I'm pregnant.
Shame you didn't have that attitude for all rides that you were going on that day. See, now, with Sarah, I truly believe that she thinks that only the big rides she's not allowed on, because that's dangerous, right? The small rides, yeah, they'll be fine. It's advised not to go on them when you're pregnant, but it's fine. It'll be fine. This is her attitude, by the way. And it's her attitude with everything. She thinks only the extreme count. Things that are happening that are dangerous, you can't do it if it's an extreme thing. But little things, yeah, it'll be fine. No problem at all.
Chris is not going to be down his big first ride. I kind of feel like the girls really wanted that moment with him, didn't they?
Esme's filming it anyway, we think.
Yeah, I think Esme's going to film it. But
of course, you've got to get that reaction on film, otherwise it didn't happen, isn't it? Got to get that reaction for the thumbnail, no less. Got to get the reaction for all the predators of the internet. Those type of people need to see it. Did you give your kids explicit instructions on how to film such an event? How to get Jace riled up, to open his mouth and everything else? Is that something that you discussed prior to going on, or are they well versed in how Ingham Productions produce their videos these days?
I can't believe he's gone on an adult ride. This is a big thrill ride.
He will literally poo his pants.
If he doesn't like this, he probably shouldn't go on Tower of Terror tomorrow. He really wants to do Tower of Terror. I don't feel like we should stop him. I feel like we should let him make his own mind up if he likes it or not.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll let him make up his own mind whether or not he wants to go on a ride. Why start being a parent now, eh? Why would you? Why would you indeed? I'm not saying he shouldn't go on the ride. Just Sarah's attitude to parenting is just baffling.
I've told him what happens. I've said it's a spooky house, and the lift goes right to the top, and then it drops really fast and makes your belly feel funny, and he's like, oh yeah, I want to go on that, wasn't he? He was like fully up for it. So anyway, he's on Big Thunder Mountain now. I can't wait to see his reaction if Esme manages to capture it.
Well, I gotta say, Sarah, he was caught on camera. Esme caught him on camera to the best possible degree, and it worked. It absolutely worked. It got the best reaction, the best open mouth reaction you could possibly ever have wished for. Do you know what was actually even sicker than this whole thing, right? I watched the entire clip of Jace going round on the ride, and the only time, there was literally one instance where he actually opened his mouth, like because he was like enjoying the excitement or whatever, right? The rest of the time he was just cowering into Isabel. So Chris actually looked at that entire clip and found the one moment where he opened his mouth and used that as a thumbnail. The 1 millisecond of a moment. He went through that entire clip and found 1 millisecond that Jace opened his mouth, and bang, it's on the thumbnail. That is sick. Do you actually realise how sick that actually is, Chris? So now we've discovered that Chris and Sarah are Predator's Dream Channel. What are we going to do about it, Chris? Well, I'm fed up of actually talking about it because I know it's wrong. Everybody listening to this knows it's wrong. And I think even you know it's wrong. I bloody hope you do. But it seems to me the more that I talk about it, the more that you double down and just do it anyway, right? You would rather put your kids in harm's way than that, you know, just to spite the haters. You want to spite the haters more than you want to protect your kids, which is a bit of an issue when it comes to everything in life. So I'm gonna back off for a bit. Is that what you want? Is that actually what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll stop. I won't stop talking about you, but you know, I'll tone it down a bit. I'll just I won't be quite so hateful if that's really, really what you want. Because I'd rather that your kids were a bit safer. Anyway, you sleep on it, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow because I got another one about you. Sorry. It is what it is, right? Everybody else, have a lovely day. Until next time, please give this video a thumbs up and comment everything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to the channel because I'm here every single day with something different-ish. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye.